You want to learn how to use power tools, but you are a total beginner and you don't even know where to start? Well, you're in the right place. Hey guys, I'm Ashley French. I am a DIYer and I help total beginners renovate and DIY their homes. This video is going to be part of a series where I teach you how to use power tools. I am teaching from the very beginner kindergarten level, so this is going to be easy to follow. And when you're done watching this, you're going to feel confident being able to use power tools. So let's get started. This is an 18 gauge brad nailer and is commonly called a nail gun. Most brad nailers are battery operated and cordless and do not require an air compressor, although they do make some that are air driven. To load the nail gun with nails, you push this release button on the magazine and pull down. Add your 18 gauge nails inside and then press the magazine upward to close. The lime green tip on the nail gun is called the Nomar pad, and it has a line on the side showing you exactly where the nail will come out. There is also an arrow on the top showing you where the nail will shoot out. The gray knob on the back is the air pressure dial, which adjusts how much air is forcing the nail out and how far into the wood your nail will drive. The gray dial near the Nomar pad is the depth of drive adjustment, which also adjusts how far your nail drives into your material. The jam release latch is in place to help you release nails in the event of a jam, which may occur as you work. Remove the battery, release the latch, and pull out the jammed nail. Then tighten the latch back down and go back to using your nail gun. To shoot a nail, you must press the Nomar pad in against a flat surface and then pull the trigger to shoot a single nail. You want your nail to go in 1/16 of an inch into your material. If it is going in too deep, you will need to make an adjustment on your gun. Here I reduced the air pressure using the dial, and now the nail is not going too deep into my material. You also do not want the nails sticking out of your material, which is also called being proud. If the nail is sticking out, you will need to try adjusting the air pressure dial and the depth of drive adjustment, which I am going to do here. I shot another nail after turning both dials higher, and now my nail is going in perfectly. If they continue to stick out regardless of pressure, you may be using a nail size that is too long for your project. All right, so some examples of when I would use my nail gun are anytime that I'm doing pretty much any kind of accent wall, when I'm wanting to attach some kind of wood trim or pieces of wood to the wall. I definitely use my nail gun for that. Whenever I'm doing baseboards or crown molding, you'll use a nail gun. If I am building some kind of maybe a wood frame for a piece of art, I've used it for wood shelves and even on some pieces of furniture. Now, I want to tell you an example of when I would not use my nail gun. I would not use this if I was working with something that really needed to be structural. For example, if I was building a wood bench, I would not use my nail gun to attach the legs onto the top of the bench. That needs to be really structural and sturdy, and in that case, I would use wood screws instead of a nail gun. I also wanted to share with you guys that before I ever started using a nail gun, I was very nervous and intimidated to start using one. The first one that I ever used was not this one. It was actually one that my husband owned. It was heavier, much louder, and it did have some kickback. And even after learning how to use it, I was still very nervous and intimidated to use it. So my advice to you, if you are a beginner, is to try to find one that is on the lighter side, so not as heavy, and one that is not as loud, so you're not intimidated by the sound, and finding one that doesn't have any kickback. This particular one that I purchased for myself checks all of those boxes. This is the Ryobi 18 volt Airstrike brad nailer, and it is very light, it is not loud, and it does not have any kickback. You can get this online or at Home Depot. It happens to also be very affordable, but those are some tips if you are a beginner that will make you feel more comfortable when using a brad nailer. All right, guys, if you have additional questions, leave those in the comments below. I will be answering all of your questions and helping you guys in any way that I can. If you found this video helpful, be sure to head to my page because I have created a bunch of videos just like this on a variety of power tools because this is part of my series of Power Tool Basics 101. Hope you guys subscribe and I will see you guys soon.